Concilio Detective Agency. Here's to not screwing it up this time.
Hey girl, welcome back. You were supposed to call me last night. What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry, Cass. I totally forgot. Can I make it up to you? Girls' night out?
We'll have to wait on that. Concilio has a case for you. You're going out of town for a while.
Wow, my first day back from suspension and I'm already on a case? Concilio must have really missed me. Is he in his office?
Yeah, he'll want to talk to you before you head out. And Alex?
Yeah?
I'm glad you're back.
Me too, Cass.
Alex, come in. It's good to have you back.
Cassandra says you have a case for me. Admit it. You've missed me, you old softy.
It is good to have you back.
I missed you too.
Listen, you're a smart detective, and I'm glad to have you on my team. But I'm giving you a second chance here. You understand? You screwed up on the Milliken case. I need you to be more careful.
Hey, I'm always careful. I've broken the rules numerous times, and I've only been caught once. That's a pretty good track record.
That isn't making me feel better.
Kidding, I'm kidding. Sorry, I know I need to be more careful, and I will.
Glad to hear it. Now that the mean boss talk is over, let's go over your case. You're headed upstate to Little Springs. There's an inn there called the White Oak. It's rumored to be haunted.
Haunted.
A girl died there a couple years ago, and recently, guests have reported seeing her spirit roaming the halls.
You're sending me to an inn where a dead woman is roaming around? You really haven't forgiven me, have you?
One of the employees at the inn is receiving threatening letters. They started when the ghost showed up. I'm sending you to figure out what's going on.
You're being serious. You're actually sending me on a ghost chase?
Perhaps. Perhaps there's something else going on. That's what you need to find out.
Okay, I'll take the case. If for some reason I don't survive, tell Cassandra I'm leaving her whatever's in my desk. I think there's a pack of Twizzlers still in there.
I put the case file on your desk. You'll be leaving tonight. Now get out of here. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We're almost there.
Whoa. What was that?
What?
I saw something walking on the lake.
There are some strange things happening around here lately.
What kind of strange things?
Hauntings, accidents. Something's not right. Here we are, the White Oak Inn. You sure you want to stay here?
I'm sure.
Okay, but call if you change your mind.
Thank you. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Welcome to the White Oak Inn. Are you okay? You look like you...
I've seen a ghost. I saw a strange glowing figure on the lake. Was that what that was?
So you've seen Audrey, huh?
Is that the girl who died?
Uh-huh. A little over 2 years ago.
When did her ghost start appearing?
3 months ago? It was on the anniversary of her death.
How did she die?
It was a boating accident. We used to go boating on the lake all the time. She went out one night and...
Did you know her well?
Yeah, we were friends. Her mom treated me like a son, so I was always hanging around the inn growing up.
Her mom worked here?
Lisa. She was the inn's owner. She recently sold the place.
Why'd she sell it?
Would you want to see your dead daughter roaming around?
No. Good point.
Anyway, enough about the ghost. Are you looking for a room?
I have a reservation under Alex Hill.
Oh, Alex. You're the detective I hired. Sorry, I thought that,
I would be taller?
yeah, something like that.
You must be Ronnie.
Yep, that's me. Let me get that key for you. It'll be in room 2.
Thank you, Ronnie. Since it's late, I'll get settled in. Then we can go over your case in the morning.
Okay. The sooner the better.
This clock isn't working. This bike has a flat tire. I'm missing something. Nothing's crispier than Crispy's chips. Yum, cinnamon. Oh, spicy. Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Take that, word search. Hello, suitcase. I've known you too well. Java, 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 Java. Not my best picture. Well, better go follow up with Ronnie. Holy crap, you scared me.
Sorry about that, dear. I saw there was a new guest and wanted to say hello.
Well, hi, I'm Alex.
And I'm Shirley, darling. Glad to meet you and glad to have another guest around.
There aren't many other guests here?
No, not many since that ghost showed up. I've been so lonely without someone to talk to. Glad you're here.
How long have you been here?
Oh, off and on for the past 3 months.
3 months seems like a long time to be hanging out at an inn.
It is, dear, it is. I wasn't planning on staying so long, but that ghost showed up and I just had to know what was going on.
You were here when the ghost showed up.
I happened to be. Lucky coincidence, too, since I happen to be the foremost writer about hauntings and ghosts.
You read about...
Oh, look at me blathering on. You just woke up and probably want some breakfast. I'll let you get to it. We'll talk later, darling. I'm in room 5 when you want to stop by.
That's good.
Good morning, Alex. Did you get settled in? How's your room?
My room's great. Now catch me up. What's been going on here? My boss said you've been receiving threats?
Yeah, not long after Audrey's ghost appeared. Take a look.
One of these letters says, I know what you did.
And I don't know what they're talking about, or why they're sending these to me, or who's doing it.
Well, that's why I'm here, to figure this all out. Can you give me any leads? Anyone who could be out to get you?
I mean, I'm not the most popular guy, but I'm not sure who'd send me threats. Maybe Henry? He was pretty unhinged after Audrey died, and he hated that I was dating Audrey.
Who's Henry? And why did he hate that you dated Audrey?
Henry owns a curiosity shop nearby. He was good friends with Lisa, hung out here a lot, and had a soft spot for Audrey. He made it clear that I wasn't good enough for her, but sending me threats? I don't know, that seems crazy for even him.
Why aren't you the most popular guy?
People think I'm not good enough.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm doing well now, but I sort of had a reputation for being irresponsible. People don't want to forget the past or believe that I could have changed.
Why did you have that reputation?
I wasn't always the best at showing up to work. I'd rather be kayaking or biking than sitting inside. And maybe at one point in time, I was drinking too much.
You have a drinking problem?
Had a drinking problem. I've been sober for 2 years, ever since Audrey died.
That's not easy to do. Why did you get sober after her death?
Because I can't remember that night. The night she died. I should probably tell you, Audrey and I dated for a while, but she broke up with me. She got tired of my slacking off. I was heartbroken, so that night I got drunk. And I don't remember anything, except waking up to policemen questioning everyone in her life. I didn't understand at first, but then I finally realized she was dead.
Wow, that's a lot. What happened next?
I knew I needed to make some changes. Lisa, Audrey's mom, really helped me out. She gave me this job. Probably should have fired me a few times, but she didn't, and she encouraged me to stay sober. I hate that she sold the inn, but I don't blame her.
Tell me more about what's happening with Audrey's ghost.
Like I said, she started showing up 3 months ago. It really creeped out our guests. Lisa was on edge and immediately talked about selling the inn. It didn't take long to sell it either.
Why did you stay? It can't be easy seeing Audrey around.
I've thought about leaving. I just haven't had the courage to do it. I'd probably have to leave town to find another job, and I grew up here. It's not easy to leave your hometown.
What can you tell me about the other guest, Shirley?
She's a blogger. She writes about haunted houses and hotels and encourages her audience to go visit. She was here when Audrey's ghost showed up and has been asking questions ever since.
You don't like that she asks questions?
It feels, I don't know, disrespectful in a way. She doesn't care about Audrey. She just cares about selling a story.
Who bought the inn from Lisa?
His name's Dennis. He thinks he can use the ghostly reputation of this place to bring guests in. He's the business-minded type, but he seems all right. He's usually in his office during the day.
Is there anyone else who could be a suspect?
You could talk to Lauren. She works here part-time in the mornings, but you'll probably catch her at her outdoor shop.
Why should I talk to her?
She was close with Audrey and Lisa. Next to me, she'll know the most about everything going on at the inn.
Where is Lauren's outdoor shop?
It's near the lake. If you follow the trail in the back of the inn, it'll lead you straight there.
Okay, this has been a good start. I'll start digging around for more information.
Well, I'll let you get back to detective work. If you need my help, I'm here.
Come in. Well, hello, darling. It's good to see you again. What can I do for you?
I wanted to ask you about your experience at the inn these past few months.
Oh? Do we have another paranormal observer here?
Something like that.
What would you like to know?
You seem like a person who's in the know. Have you noticed anything weird going on around here?
Besides a ghost showing up?
Yeah, like anything with the guests or employees.
Well, there've been some accidents.
What kind of accidents?
A broken mirror after someone saw the ghost in it. A guest fell down the stairs and claimed it was the ghost who pushed him. Things like that. Then there was that one guest who was very upset when his soup spilled into his wife's lap, blamed it on the ghost and made a big fuss about it. Personally, I think he was a clumsy man and didn't want to take the blame.
Why have you hung around? You said you're a writer?
Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm the writer for the blog Hauntings in Hollow Places. I'm currently writing a book with the same name as well. Maybe you've heard of me, Shirley Himmerman?
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
That's a shame.
Have you seen the ghost?
Twice now. I saw her the night she first appeared. I was sitting down in the lobby when I saw a glowing figure walk past the window. One of the guests screamed and the employees were sheet white for days afterwards. The second time, I was walking around the garden and I saw her walking through the woods. Suddenly, she stopped, stared at me, and disappeared.
Creepy.
Oh, it was.
Well, thanks for your help, Shirley. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, dear.
Hoaxes.
How can I help you?
Hi, Dennis. I'm Alex, one of your guests here, and I had some questions about the inn if you don't mind.
Is this about the inn or about the ghost?
Both?
What do you want to know?
Why'd you buy an inn that was haunted?
2 reasons. 1, my great-grandmother originally owned this inn. And 2, I believe the ghost can attract guests.
Your great-grandmother owned the inn?
Yes, Eliza Myers. Hell of a woman.
How did Lisa come to own the place if it was originally your great-grandmother's?
My father sold it off Eventually, Lisa bought it, and now I own it.
Why did your father sell it?
His parents were retiring, but he had no interest in running an inn. He sold it and joined the Navy. He loved the sea. As do I.
But you wanted to buy the inn back?
My great-grandmother and my grandparents poured their hearts into this inn. I think a part of them still lives here. When I came across the listing, I knew I had to buy it.
Why do you believe the ghost can attract guests? You're not worried about the haunted reputation?
No, for 2 reasons. First, I'm not going to let a ghost scare me off from my great-grandmother's legacy. Second, a good businessman works with what he has. I have a haunted inn. Some people, like our guest Miss Himmerman, enjoy visiting haunted locations and telling their readers to visit. I'm not worried at all.
If you love the sea, why didn't you follow in your dad's footsteps?
I thought about it, but I'm more of a businessman than a seaman. I appreciate the sea and I love the craftsmanship of boats, but I don't want to live my life on a boat.
What can you tell me about Shirley Himmerman?
If her readers are as loyal as she says they are, then she is my favorite person right now.
Tell me about Ronnie.
He's been a good worker for the most part. I've had to get onto him a few times, but he knows and loves the White Oak. I'm happy to have him as an employee.
Has anyone complained about him?
Shirley has, but she complains about everything, so I don't take it too seriously.
Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Of course.
This boat has a hole in it. I should be careful. This doesn't look very stable. It won't open. That glowing light was out here somewhere.
Welcome to the Grand Air. I'm Lauren. Can I help you find something? Need a new kayak or looking to rent a bike?
Actually, I'm staying at the White Oak Inn and was wondering if you knew anything about the hauntings going on.
Oh, I see. Why are you asking about this?
I'm a curious person, but since I'm a guest, I also want to know if it's a safe place to stay.
Safe. I know a couple accidents happened involving the ghost, but that's what it sounded like. Accidents. If it's really Audrey who's haunting the place, I don't think you have to be worried.
It sounds like you knew Audrey.
I did. We were best friends.
If this is too difficult to talk about...
No. Her story needs to be heard. I'm glad there are people who want to know.
You said if it's really her, I don't need to be worried? Why do you say that?
If it's her, there's nothing to be afraid of. She was full of hope. She always saw the best in people. Even Ronnie.
You didn't like Ronnie either.
Ronnie is a complicated person. He was my friend, but he really went off track for a while. I didn't like them dating. Audrey had her whole life in front of her, but then Ronnie...
Ronnie what?
I'm sorry. Ronnie is an idiot, and I wish he and Audrey never dated.
Why do you think her ghost has been showing up?
Why do ghosts typically stay around? They're questions that need to be answered.
And you think her ghost is looking for answers?
I think she's hoping someone will.
It must be hard working at the inn where Audrey died and Ronnie still works.
It can be, but I feel like I'm honoring Audrey by sticking around.
How so?
Audrey loved that inn. She would have been heartbroken that her mother sold it. I feel like staying there keeps some part of her alive.
What do you know about the collapsed building by the lake?
That's where Audrey crashed when she died. I try to stay away from it. Too many bad memories.
Have you met Shirley?
Yeah, we've talked a bit when I get breakfast ready in the mornings. Sounds like she lives an exciting life going from haunted place to haunted place. I don't know if I could do that.
Why not?
Besides not being able to sleep from seeing all those ghosts, I like being here in the quiet with the clean air. Her job sounds like too much trouble.
It sounds nice living out here. Peace and quiet would be a nice change from my trouble in the city.
Trouble?
Oh, just some stress at work. You know, the air out here is a huge change from where I'm from.
Yeah, it's cool and clean. It's really great out here.
Tell me what it's like working for Dennis.
The inn doesn't feel as homey as it did when Lisa ran the place. Dennis is stricter with schedules and rules, but we did get a raise when he came on, so I can't complain too much.
Well, thank you for your time, Lauren.
See you around.
This bike has a flat tire.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
What have the other hauntings been like?
She mostly shows up and disappears pretty quickly. It's creepy as hell. The first time I saw her, I didn't know what to do. Sometimes she leaves watery footprints behind. A couple times there were accidents. A guest freaked out and fell down the stairs. The mirror in one of the bathrooms broke by itself. Water started dripping near my desk.
Water?
Yeah, but when the plumber came to look at it, he couldn't find a leak anywhere.
That's eerie.
Yeah, no kidding. I haven't had a good night's sleep since this started.
We'll get this figured out, Ronnie.
Yeah, I hope so.
You said you don't remember anything about Audrey's accident?
No, only what Lisa and the police told me. She died in a boating accident on the lake.
You said you dated Audrey. What was your relationship like?
Well, we were friends growing up. We hung out at the inn a lot. We'd sneak away to the lake and go swimming or go for bike rides. One day we decided we didn't want to be just friends anymore. It was good at first, but then things became strained. She was upset that I couldn't keep a job, and her being upset made me want to drink more, so eventually it all blew up.
There's a puzzle box in the living room. Do you know anything about it?
It's been here for years. I think it belonged to the original owner, Eliza Myers.
Have you ever opened it?
I've tried a few times, but I've never been good at puzzles. Can I help you with anything else?
What can you tell me about Eliza Myers?
I know she started the inn and that she was eccentric. There are rumors that she hid tunnels around the property.
Have you seen any tunnels?
I haven't, but how cool would it be if there were hidden passageways?
Nothing for now.
Okay, let me know if that changes.
How can I help you?
What are your thoughts on Lauren?
She makes sure the breakfast is ready in the morning. Hadn't had any complaints from our guests, and that's all I can ask for.
Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Close the door on your way out.
Come in. Oh, hi, darling. What can I do for you?
I saw that you use a typewriter to write.
Only for my book, dear. It keeps me from overthinking. I'm writing the first draft on the typewriter, then I edit it on my computer back home.
Can you tell me about your book?
Hauntings in Hollow Places. It's a book about all of the best hauntings I've seen in my career. I'm going to share stories I've never shared with anyone. Still waiting to see if this place ends up in the book.
You might put the White Oak in your book.
A brand new haunted inn that I happen to be around for? Sounds like the perfect ending for my book. Not only do I explore haunted places, I'm there to discover them.
Have you met Lauren?
I've seen her in passing in the mornings. She sets up the most wonderful breakfast, but I haven't been to a shop. Can't say I'm very outdoorsy myself.
What can you tell me about the new owner?
Dennis? I'd say he's all business. Can't say that's a bad thing, but he's not the person you'd hang around for a good time. I caught him hollering at Ronnie one time, too. I don't like a man who yells at his employees.
Why was he yelling at him?
Not entirely sure. I caught the tail end of it, but it was something like, if you just do your job right, maybe you wouldn't be getting these letters.
Interesting. What can you tell me about Ronnie?
Oh, he's fine, just a little slow in doing his job.
What do you mean?
He takes his sweet time getting me fresh towels or going to the store when I ask him to.
Is going to the store part of his job?
It should be.
Have you met Henry?
I stopped by his curiosity shop a couple of times. I've also found him snooping around the inn on several occasions.
Snooping? What was he looking for?
What everyone's looking for. The ghost.
Why does he have an interest in the ghost?
He knew the girl. Knew her family pretty well, from what I hear. Beyond that, I have no idea.
You met Lisa, right? The former inn owner?
I did. Lovely woman. It's a shame she had to sell the place.
Well, thanks for your help, Charlie. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, dear.
Alex, hello. Did you arrive safely?
Hi, Concilio. Yeah, I made it just fine.
How are things going?
Well, I think I saw the ghost.
Really? What happened?
There was this glowing light on the lake near the inn. It was more exciting than it sounds.
Alex, I want you to be careful. If you ever feel unsafe, leave the inn and call me, okay?
Got it, boss.
Don't push things like you normally do.
I won't.
Have you talked to Ronnie yet?
Yeah, I was able to talk to him. He gave me a couple of solid leads to look into.
I'll leave you to it then.
Talk to you later.
Hello?
Cass, hey, just wanted to check in.
Hey, Alex. Did you make it to the inn okay?
I made it, but get this. I think I saw the ghost.
You saw it? What did it look like?
Like a ghost?
Ha ha.
Well, there was this glowing figure on the lake.
Ugh, creepy.
I know.
Do you think it's actually a ghost? It could have been a boat.
Boats don't glow like that. Plus, I saw a figure, and it felt eerie.
Well, either way, be careful out there. Ghost or not, there could be something else going on.
Thanks, Cass. I'll be careful. So I briefly met Ronnie, the concierge. He's the one receiving threatening letters.
What's he like?
He seems nice enough. He was friends with Audrey, the girl who died.
The ghost girl?
Yeah, sounds like he hung around the inn a lot growing up. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Call me if anything interesting comes up.
Hey, Lauren.
Hi there.
Would it be okay if I ask you some more questions about the inn?
Still feeling uneasy?
Yeah.
I don't think you have anything to worry about, but I've got some time. What do you want to know?
Thanks for the help.
I better get back to work. These bikes won't fix themselves.
These comments are interesting.
Come in. Oh, hi, darling. What can I do for you?
I saw some rumors online that you fake hauntings.
Some people shouldn't be allowed to write on the internet.
That's probably true. But what can you tell me about the accusations?
There are people out there who have nothing better to do than tear down those who are actually doing something.
So there's no truth to the claims?
Absolutely not. Why would I lie when there are so many true stories waiting to be told?
Well, thanks for your help, Shirley. I'll talk to you later.
Holla if you need me.
How can I help you?
Do you make it a habit of yelling at your employees?
What?
I heard that you yelled at Ronnie for making a mistake. Does that happen often?
No. Are there any other accusations you'd like to make?
Not at the moment. Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Of course.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
Shirley told me that she's heard Dennis yelling at you before. What was that about?
I messed up someone's reservation. They took it out on Dennis, who took it out on me.
Does he yell often?
Well, that's the only time so far, but he's only been my boss for a couple of months.
Shirley mentioned that she's seen Henry snooping around the inn. Have you seen him around?
I've caught him lurking a few times. I had to tell him to stay off the property.
What do you think he's looking for?
Probably something to do with Audrey. He was really torn up when she died. I think he saw her as the daughter he never had.
And he was close with Lisa?
Yeah, he was good friends with Lisa and her husband.
I'd like to talk to him for myself. How do I get to his shop?
It's a bit of a trek by foot. A lot of people bike around here. We have a bicycle out back you can use, but it needs a part from Lauren's shop. I keep forgetting to pick it up with everything going on.
I could pick it up for you.
Really? That would help me out a lot. I know I'm pushing it, but could you fix the bike as well? It's a simple fix, just a new tube and some air in the tire.
I'm on it.
Hi there.
Ronnie sent me to get a package from you.
Oh yeah, he called over. I have it right here for you. I threw in a bottle of tire slime too, so that bike stops getting flats. I keep telling Ronnie he needs to use it.
Slime?
Yeah, you put it in the tires and it seals up any punctures. It'll reduce your chance of getting a flat.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for your time, Lauren.
See you around.
This bike has a flat tire. I'm missing something. Wait, does that chest have Audrey's name on it? That won't work. Gotta add that slime. Almost there.
Oh, hello there, little lady. Welcome to a new view. Is there something you're looking for? A present for your mother? A dresser? Oh, maybe something a little more interesting. A preserved hamster.
No. Just looking. You have a preserved hamster?
I do indeed. His name's Boo.
You named the hamster.
He came with the name. Take a look around. Let me know if you have any questions.
Actually, I do have some questions.
Of course. I may even have the answers.
You're familiar with the White Oak Inn and what's going on there?
I'm very familiar. You a journalist or something?
No, I'm just a guest staying there.
Oh, and you happened to see the ghost?
Yes, actually. Did you know the ghost? The young woman who died there?
I did. I was good friends with her family, too. Her death was heartbreaking. What did you say your name was?
My name's Alex.
And you are not a journalist.
No, I'm not a journalist.
Because this town doesn't need someone plastering its dark history all over the internet.
I have no interest in plastering anything anywhere. But I am curious about what's happening at the inn. Aren't you?
I'm concerned more than curious.
What are you concerned about?
I'm concerned that nosy people will start hanging around, asking nosy questions.
And what are you afraid those nosy people will find?
Things that are none of their business.
You know what? I'd love to look around and see what you have in your store. You said you had a preserved hamster?
Boo.
Right. Boo.
Look around. Let me know if you see anything you like.
Why so serious? I'm missing something. It's a rock. Are you my mummy? Boo has seen better days.
Have you found something to take home with you?
All right, I'd like to buy this.
Wonderful. Let me ring that up for you.
Thank you. I gotta say, you've got quite the store here.
Yes, I like to dabble in all sorts of interests, and the store gives me an excuse to do it.
I can see how it would. Well, thank you. I better get back to the inn.
Wait, before you go, you asked me if I was curious about what's happening at that inn. I get the feeling you won't stop asking questions until you know. If you find anything, will you talk to me? At least before you tell the internet.
I'm still not a journalist, but I can't make that promise before I know what happened.
I understand.
Goodbye, Henry.
We'll meet again.
How can I help you?
Have you met Henry?
The owner of the curiosity shop? Ronnie and I have both had to ask him to leave the property.
He's caused trouble?
Not yet, but I won't wait to find out. The police have already given him a warning. If it continues, I will have to press charges.
Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Of course.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
Is there any way I could get into the shed out back?
Dennis has the only key card.
Okay. Thanks, Ronnie.
Why are you interested in this shed?
I saw a chest with Audrey's name on it. I want to find out what's in it.
Oh, interesting. Dennis leaves at 6 p.m. every day, in case you'd like to know.
Noted. That'll give me a chance to look into Dennis as well.
He's a suspect?
Everyone's a suspect. Thanks for the help.
Later.
Come in. Oh, hi, darling. What can I do for you?
Well, thanks for your help, Shirley. I'll talk to you later.
Holla if you need me.
I can't leave now. I still have a case to solve. It's past 6. I should take a look in Dennis's office. Hello? I'd like to place an order. That's good. The downside of being a private investigator is living out of my suitcase. Hides behind doors of dust and fire? Ew. It sounds like Henry and Audrey's mom were pretty close. What? Help me. What was that? Ow! Shirley, are you okay?
I think I'm all right, dear. I just slipped. Why in Poseidon's name is there all this water out here? That blasted ghost has done it again.
Can I help you?
No, thank you, dear. I'm all right. I'm just gonna head back to my room for the night. Come in. Good morning, darling. Come to check on old Shirley?
How are you feeling after that fall?
My backside's bruised, but not as much as my ego. Anyways, enough about me. You did some exploring last night. Find anything interesting?
I actually had a question. Have you ever had a ghost ask you for help?
For help? Let me think. There was the Arlington ghost, a cowboy who lost his love before he died. Folks told stories of him asking them to return his beloved Clarice.
That's sad. Did the cowboy ever find her?
No, not that I've heard. As far as I know, he's still there, asking for her return. Then there was the ghost of Deblawnay Lake. She lost her handbag in the water. When I saw her, that's all she could talk about.
Were you able to help her?
Bless your heart, I was not going swimming for a lost handbag in a murky lake.
Even if it meant bringing rest to a lost spirit?
The lost spirit can't get wet. She can go find her own handbag. Why are you asking me this? Got some ghost problems?
I was just wondering why a ghost might stay behind. And if there was a reason, you'd think they'd want help, right? So their spirit could move on?
Well, that all depends on the spirit. Some stay behind for revenge. They're too angry to ask for help. Some have lost their way and don't know they need to ask for help. Others stay behind to help the living. You have to find the root of the ghost story to know which one it is.
That gives me something to think about. Thanks for your help, Shirley.
Anytime, dear.
Good eats.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
I saw the ghost again last night. She said, "Help me." Why do you think Audrey's ghost would say that?
Maybe she's trapped here? Can't move on to the afterlife?
Maybe.
Why don't you ask Shirley? She seems to know a lot about ghosts.
I asked her about it. I think I need to find out more about Audrey's story.
Okay, but don't forget, you're here to help me.
I haven't forgotten, Ronnie, but there's more going on than I thought. I'll find out who's sending you those letters. Don't worry. Actually, I wanted to ask you something about Henry.
What is it?
I found Audrey's old diary, and she mentions him in it. It seems to indicate that he hung around the inn quite a bit when Audrey's father wasn't around.
Wait, what are you implying?
I don't know. I don't even know if it matters, but it sounds like Henry spent a lot of time here and is still trying to get involved. You said he doesn't like you, right?
Nah, he was never my biggest fan.
Well, it's a lead that I need to look into more.
Here,
What's this?
Lisa's number. She knows Henry better than most people. Maybe she can help.
There's a collapsed house out by the lake. What do you know about it?
It's an old boathouse. That's the spot where Audrey crashed.
Who owns it?
It's part of the inn's property.
Why hasn't it been repaired?
Lisa had plans to repair it, just never got around to doing it. I think it was too hard for her to deal with. Then she ended up selling the place. Dennis wants to repair it and build it up as a second business.
He's all business, huh?
Oh, yeah. He seems good at what he does, though.
I talked to Dennis. Did you know that his great-grandmother originally opened this inn?
Yeah, I knew. That's why he bought the place.
Do you think he would use Audrey's death to get the inn back?
I don't think so. From what I understand, he stumbled across the listing while he was looking for new business opportunities.
You know that for sure.
That's what I heard.
Thanks for the help.
If you need my help, I'm here.
How can I help you?
Have you ever seen the ghost?
No, I've only heard stories. And that's all they are, stories.
If you saw a ghost, would you believe it?
If I saw a ghost, I'd take a nap, make sure I hadn't eaten anything weird that day, and check in with my doctor.
You wouldn't believe it even if you saw it?
I'd believe something was wrong with me if I saw a dead person walking around.
If you think the ghost is only a story, how will that help your business?
People love a good story. They'll pay good money for one, and this inn will allow people to be immersed in an experience. They'll feel like they're a part of it, and then they'll tell their friends all about it.
You wouldn't be tempted to add to the story?
I won't need to. People's own imaginations will do the brunt of the work, and the lore of the inn, as well as my business, will keep growing.
Did you happen to be around last night?
I was here until 6 like always. Why do you ask?
I thought I saw a man in the dark outside. Just wondering who it was.
Henry, if you see him again, let me or Ronnie know. We'll have the cops come over and check.
I've heard there have been accidents surrounding the ghost. You're not worried about the safety of your guests?
Accidents. I've had a few clumsy guests who want to blame things on a ghost. No, I'm not worried.
Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Of course.
Hey, Alex.
Hi, Lauren. Have time for some questions?
I'm a little busy right now, but if you don't mind helping me with this, I could give you a few minutes of my time.
I can do that. I'll need to select the right tag for each item. Perfect.
Thanks for the help. Now, what did you want to ask me?
I found a letter you wrote to Ronnie asking him to talk.
Oh?
Yeah, it had been ripped up and thrown away.
Do you go through people's trash often?
It's a bad habit of mine.
Well, I'm not surprised you threw it away.
Sounds like you were trying to talk to him with no luck.
No, we used to be friends, but ever since Audrey died, he keeps brushing me off.
It sounds like everything that's happened has been really rough on him.
He's not the only one it's been rough on.
You're right, but that can be hard to see when you're hurting.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I saw the ghost again. She asked me for help. You knew Audrey. Why would she do that?
Well, like I said before, maybe there are questions she wants answered. Maybe you need to find out what those questions are.
What do you know about her death?
She was in a boating accident.
What else happened? How did she get into an accident?
There was a fight. Audrey and Ronnie, they got into this fight. She was upset and came to talk to me about it.
About what?
She was conflicted. I don't think she really wanted to break up with him.
Why did she then?
Everyone thought she deserved better, and we weren't quiet about how we felt.
What else happened that night?
Let me think. She came over to talk, and Ronnie kept calling and calling. She finally answered. He told her he wanted to meet with her to talk through things. I told her it was a bad idea. She told me she wouldn't talk to him, but wanted to go out for a boat ride.
Is it common to go boating at night?
The locals do sometimes. Audrey did quite a bit. She would say she did her best thinking on the lake.
What else happened?
I don't know. She was dead, and the police said it was a boating accident.
What about Ronnie? You said he wanted to talk to her that night?
Yeah, I've asked him about it. He says he doesn't remember that night.
Do you believe him?
I think he doesn't want to remember. Maybe Audrey's trying to help him.
What do you know about Henry?
I know him pretty well. He was close with Audrey's family, so he was always hanging around the inn.
What do you think of him?
He's a bit eccentric, but a good guy. He actually rigged a couple arcade machines at his shop so Audrey and I could play them for free.
I've heard he's been hanging around the inn. Do you know why he might do that?
Well, why are you hanging around? With Audrey's ghost showing up, he probably wants to know what's going on too.
Any reason I should be concerned about him?
I remember Audrey saying he had a temper. I never saw it myself, though.
Well, thank you for your time, Lauren.
See you around.
Hello?
Hi, is this Lisa?
Yes, who is this?
I'm a detective working for Ronnie. He thinks you may be able to help me with some questions I have.
Why does Ronnie need a detective? Does this have to do with those letters? Are they getting worse?
You knew about the threats he was receiving?
I wouldn't say they were threats, more like guilt trips.
Do you know why someone would want Ronnie to feel guilty?
I know why many people would want him to feel guilty. They blame him for Audrey's death.
Why does everyone blame Ronnie?
Ronnie and Audrey had gotten into a fight the night she died. She got upset and went for a boat ride. She did her best thinking on that lake, but driving and anger don't pair well. She crashed, and everyone blames Ronnie because they want to have someone to blame.
Are there other reasons someone might be angry with Ronnie?
Probably. I've angered people in my past. I'm sure you have as well, Detective. But these letters shouldn't be taken seriously. Anyone sending them is playing a childish game.
I have some other questions for you, if you don't mind.
Yes?
You seem to stick up for Ronnie. What was your relationship with him like when he was dating Audrey?
He's like a son to me. I stuck up for him then, and I'll stick up for him now.
I've heard you and Henry are close. What can you tell me about him?
Yes, Henry and I were close. I assume you know more than I'd like you to know, Detective. But part of the reason why I sold the inn was to have a second chance.
Because Audrey died?
That was part of it, yes. I was haunted by her death, and then her hauntings became real. My husband and I had to get away, but that wasn't what I was talking about.
You were talking about Henry.
Yes, you already seem to know somehow.
That you had an affair?
You get straight to the point, Detective, don't you? Yes. If I have to say it, yes, I had an affair. Tom, my husband, found out about it. It had happened off and on for years. Henry tried to convince me to leave my husband, but I couldn't. Finally, he became impatient and told Tom what had happened. I think Henry hoped that if Tom left me, I would end up with him.
But he didn't leave you.
No, he gave me a second chance. But part of our agreement to stay together was moving away. So I listed the inn for sale and sold the place. When Audrey's ghost started showing up, I was even more grateful for our decision.
Her ghost showed up after you listed the inn? I thought it was the other way around.
No, I listed it, but didn't tell anyone until after the haunting started. I wasn't ready to answer any questions they might have. So, in a strange way, Audrey made it easier for us to move on.
What do you know about Dennis, the man who bought your inn?
He'd been hounding me to buy that place for years. He'd come to town once in a while to chat me up about it.
Oh, really?
Yes. When I listed it, I let him know we were ready to sell. Took him a couple months to reorganize his assets and make an offer, but it was a generous one.
He told me he had just happened across the listing for the inn.
Maybe you misunderstood him.
I know what I heard.
Well, he must have told you wrong.
What can you tell me about Lauren?
Audrey, Ronnie, and Lauren were best friends growing up. She spent a lot of time at the inn. We didn't always get along, though.
Why not?
We disagreed on Audrey and Ronnie dating.
She didn't approve, but you did?
Why do you care about their relationship?
I need to look at this case from every angle. Anything you can tell me will help.
I could see what Audrey saw in Ronnie. I've known him since he was a child. He has a good heart. He just lost his way for a moment.
But Lauren didn't agree.
Lauren cares for Ronnie, in her own way. But for a time, Ronnie's troubles were becoming Audrey's troubles. Lauren came to me about it, wanting to break them up. I told her no because I trusted Audrey to make her own decisions.
And Lauren didn't like that?
She has a tendency to think she knows what's best for people, and Audrey was her best friend. She wanted to protect her.
Was Shirley staying here when you left?
Shirley?
She's a blogger staying at the White Oak. She writes about ghosts.
Ah, that's right. I remember her being excited when the ghost showed up. She lacked tact. And she's still around?
Yeah. Sounds like she's hoping to get a good story out of everything going on.
Sounds like she has as much empathy as when I left. My daughter's ghost showed up and she couldn't understand why I didn't want to be hounded with questions.
Thank you for your time. I'll call again if I have any more questions.
Goodbye, Detective.
Hello there, Miss Journalist. I have some more questions for me.
Hello, Mr. Hiding Something. Do you have some answers?
Ha! Depends on the question.
I talked to Lisa, and it sounds like you had a very friendly relationship. She already confirmed it.
Did she... What did she say?
Lisa said she needed to sell the inn so she could have a second chance with her husband. That Audrey's death made it easier to leave. You don't believe her.
I think she's running away. It was easier to leave than stay.
What do you mean?
I cared for her. Deeply. And she was afraid of that. She chose a safe life with Tom instead. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I understand.
But if you're interested in buying something, I'm interested in selling. Ah, happy customer. Back for more shopping. Or more questions.
You've known Lauren a long time?
Yes. I've known her since she was a little girl.
What do you think of her?
Right now, she's lost the light in her eyes. Something bothers her. Audrey's death, Lisa's leaving. I hope she finds that light again.
What's your opinion of the new inn owner, Dennis?
Bah, he's a greedy man. He cares about making money and nothing else.
Have you met Shirley?
The only person around here who asks more questions than you do.
She's been asking a lot of questions too. About what?
The ghosts, the inn. Go bother her with your questions. She probably knows more than I do by now.
Is it true you don't like Ronnie?
It's true. But if you hadn't known him as long as I have, you wouldn't like him either. He puts on a good show, but I know what he's really like.
And what's he really like?
Trouble. If I were you, I'd be more worried about him than the ghosts.
People can change, you know.
Not often.
Goodbye, Henry.
Don't forget to buy something.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
So I talked to Lauren.
Yeah?
Things are tense between the two of you?
Yeah, I guess. Things have been awkward for a while.
How so?
I just never knew how to talk to her after Audrey died.
You were friends, though, right?
We were, but without Audrey, it felt like there was this hole in our friendship. It's never felt the same.
Could she be angry enough to send letters to you?
That doesn't sound like Lauren.
Talk to you later.
Later.
Ah, happy customer. Back for more shopping. Or more questions.
I found this pin outside the inn. Is it yours?
It was at one point. You'd be surprised how many pins I go through from people accidentally stealing them. You can keep it if you like. Tell all your friends about my nut shop.
Goodbye, Henry.
Don't forget to buy something.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
Talk to you later.
If you need my help, I'm here.
How can I help you?
I heard that you've been trying to buy this inn from Lisa for a long time.
I have.
I thought you just stumbled upon the listing.
What does it matter if I stumbled upon it or not? Why do you care?
I'm just wondering, with all the weird things going on here, it seems like a strange thing to hide.
You are a complete stranger to me. Do I owe you an explanation about when or how I buy my property?
I didn't say you owed me anything. I'm just pointing out that it seems like a strange thing to hide.
And I'm just pointing out that it seems like a strange thing for you to care about. Now, I have work to do. Please take your questions somewhere else.
Hi there.
What was Henry's relationship like with Audrey's parents?
He was close with them, had dinner with them often, and he checked up on Audrey and Lisa when Tom, that's Audrey's dad, when he was away.
Was he away often?
Yeah, he took business trips a lot. I remember one year when we were young where we hardly saw him.
That must have been hard for Audrey and Lisa, having Tom away all of that time.
It was. Audrey really missed her dad when he was away.
And Lisa?
She missed him too, of course.
Did it seem like Lisa and Tom had a good relationship?
I mean, I was a child. I wasn't always paying attention to their relationship, but yeah, it seemed good when Tom was home.
Thanks for the help.
I better get back to work. These bikes won't fix themselves.
Hey, Alex. How's the case going?
I saw the ghost again.
You did? Tell me everything.
Well, I was snooping around the property when the ghost showed up out of nowhere and said, "Help me." Then I saw someone else running away in the woods.
The ghost asked for help? That seems strange.
Yeah, aren't ghosts supposed to scare you off?
That's what I learned from Scooby-Doo. Why would it be asking for help?
I don't know, but I plan on finding out.
You said you saw someone running away in the woods. They probably know something.
Yeah, but I don't know who it was. As I was chasing them, Shirley got into a ghost accident.
A ghost accident.
Yeah, the ghost left behind watery footprints that Shirley slipped on when I was in the middle of chasing whoever that person was.
Coincidence?
You think she fell on purpose?
It's just a thought.
I talked to the new owner, Dennis. He wants to use the ghost sightings as a way to attract guests to the inn. He's hoping Shirley's blog will help him.
Interesting. Could he be making his own business opportunities?
Using a dead girl to buy an inn and then using her as an attraction? That's dark.
Very dark.
But it's a lead. I'll need to find out more about him. Get this. I talked to Shirley and she says that Henry, a local shop owner, has been snooping around the inn.
What's he doing around there?
Well, Shirley implied that he had close ties to the family who previously owned the inn.
Sounds like something to look further into.
I completely agree. I met the only other guest at the White Oak.
Yeah? Who?
A woman named Shirley. She's been staying at the inn for quite a while. Sounds like she was here when the ghost showed up.
Think there's a connection?
Could be. Seems odd that she stuck around, but she mentioned she writes about ghosts.
Ooh, intrigue. A ghost writer who just happens to be around when a ghost shows up.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
And they keep getting stranger.
Get this. There are people claiming that Shirley makes up the hauntings she writes about.
That's highly suspicious. What did she have to say about it?
She was obviously not happy about it and said those people are lying.
Do you believe her?
It's pretty suspicious that she's had these claims made against her and that she was here when the haunting started.
Highly suspicious.
Either way, I'll need to do some digging into her past.
Oh, I'll help. I love a good research assignment.
That would be great. Let me know if you find anything useful. So, I found a book about paranormal activities in Shirley's room.
And? She does write about ghosts, right?
And it talks about ghost hoaxes that were pulled off.
Ooh, that's a big and. Does that mean she did it?
It's only circumstantial evidence. It doesn't prove anything, but it does give me a reason to keep digging. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Keep me updated. Hi, Alex.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Keep me updated.
Shirley, hello?
Hey, Alex. What's up?
I found something weird on Shirley's phone.
You looked through her phone?
I mean, it was just lying there, waiting to be unlocked.
Of course it was. What did you find?
She has these pictures of the people around here.
What kind of pictures?
It looks like she caught them snooping. Henry looks like he's snooping around the inn. Dennis is looking for something. Lauren is making breakfast. It's a little weird.
Yeah, that's odd. Have you asked her about it?
I didn't think letting her know I broke into her phone was the best idea.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Just be careful, Alex. Breaking into someone's phone, you're walking a thin line with Concilio as it is.
I know. But I have to solve the case somehow, right?
Yeah, just be careful you don't get caught, or Concilio is never going to hire you again.
Concilio wouldn't stay mad forever. He likes me too much.
Don't be so sure of yourself. I know he has a soft spot for you, but even he has his limits.
You're probably right. I'll be careful.
Good.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Keep me updated.
Come in. Oh, hi, darling. What can I do for you?
Have you been by that old house by the lake?
The boathouse? I've been near it, but every time I do, it sends shivers down my spine. There's something eerie about that place.
Well, thanks for your help, Shirley. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, dear.
Hi there.
Thanks for the help.
See you around.
Welcome.
Goodbye, Henry.
Don't forget to buy something.
Hey, Alex. Did you need something?
Thanks for the help.
Later.
How can I help you?
Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Close the door on your way out.
Hey, Alex. Any updates?
Well, I saw the ghost again, and it asked for my help.
Did it invite you out for coffee, too?
No, I'm serious. It asked for my help.
What does that mean?
It means that there's something more going on here, that the ghost is here for a reason, that I don't know, Concilio. You're the one who sent me on a ghost chase. I'm not used to my cases being haunted.
Alex, you're there to figure out who is threatening Ronnie. Don't forget that that's your main focus.
I know. I just think there's more going on here.
And you might find it. But don't forget why you're there.
I won't.
I'll let you get back to your case. Keep me updated.
Aye, aye. There's another employee who doesn't seem fond of Ronnie.
Oh?
I believe her exact words were, "He's an idiot."
He might be. But is there more to their relationship?
Maybe. She was also friends with the girl who died.
Look into it more. It's amazing what some people will do when they've been hurt.
There's a shop owner nearby who keeps snooping around the property.
What's he looking for?
I don't know, but I intend to find out.
You'll have to be the better Snoop.
Oh, I will be.
I like the confidence.
The new owner of the inn is a little too excited about the ghost.
Why do you say that?
He believes the haunted reputation will bring in business.
There are people who will do anything for money.
Yeah, I'll find out if he's one of those people.
Good.
There's a blogger staying here who's been accused of faking ghost hauntings.
Sounds like a good lead. Have you found any more evidence to believe she's behind it?
Cassandra's helping me do research on her. I'll let you know if we find anything incriminating.
Keep at it.
Talk to you later.
I'll let you get back to work then.
Hi, Alex.
Any updates on that research assignment?
I did some digging around about Shirley. She has an avid fan base, but she also has a lot of controversy surrounding her. This isn't the first time someone accused her of faking a haunting.
Interesting.
Yeah, but her fans get very upset when someone does.
That's the internet for you.
No, I'm talking very upset. They go back to the places she's visited to try to prove that the hauntings are real.
And do they prove it?
I guess it depends on what you want to believe. The fans believe they've proved it. The skeptics don't think so.
Sounds about right. Doesn't help me much, but it keeps her on my suspect list. Are there any incidents between her and the skeptics? Should I be worried she'll do something more?
Not that I can tell. She addresses them online as non-believers and claims they have nothing better to do with their time. But I haven't read about any escalated incidents. Yet.
Okay, good to know. Thanks for looking into that. I'll keep an eye on her.
Happy to help. If anything else comes up, I'll let you know.
Thanks, Cass. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Keep me updated.
It won't open.
Hey, Alex.
Well, thank you for your time, Lauren.
I better get back to work. These bikes won't fix themselves.
I don't see anyone here. What's that flickering light over there? It's a projector. What was that?
911, what's your emergency?
You found him dead? Wow. Are you okay?
I think so. I mean, it's part of the job, right? Not the first dead person I found.
But it's the first dead client you found.
I know, Cass.
What are you going to do?
I have to find out who's doing this. I can't leave this case unsolved. If Ronnie's death wasn't an accident like I suspect, I can't leave his murderer out there.
Alex, are you sure that's...
Listen, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna head to bed.
Okay. Get some rest. Call me in the morning.
Night.
Good night.
Alex?
Morning, boss.
Cassandra told me what happened. Your client was found dead on the property.
Yeah, he was out at the old boathouse when the ceiling collapsed on him.
So, it was an accident.
The police seem to think so. Concilio, I heard the sounds of the ghost before the building collapsed. I'm not convinced it was an accident.
Alex, this is getting too dangerous. Now your client is dead. I don't think it's a good idea for you to stay.
I understand why you feel that way, but I'm so close to solving this case.
Your client is dead. There's no reason to stick around. You're walking a tight line as it is.
Ronnie was my client, and he paid us to figure out what's going on here. We should honor that, don't you think? Besides, who else is going to get hurt if I don't solve this?
I'll give you until the end of the day to find something. That's the best I can do. If at any moment you feel unsafe, if anything goes wrong, you are off this case. Hear me?
I hear you. Thank you.
Okay, check in with me later.
I will.
I'll hold you to that. Bye.
Shirley? Hello? Shirley? Hello? Good eats.
Hi, Alex. I'm surprised you're still here. Finding Ronnie must have taken a toll on you.
It's not a highlight in my life. But it gives you another ghost for your business, doesn't it?
What do you mean by that?
You didn't seem to mind using Audrey's ghost. Now Ronnie can show up too.
Are you implying that I caused all this? That I don't give a damn about my employees?
You were using one person's death for your business. Why not another?
Get the hell out of my office.
Hi. If you're here for more questions, I'm a little busy right now.
You look shaken.
My friend's dead.
I'm so sorry, Lauren. Can I help you with anything?
Sure. I could use the help. I'm having trouble focusing today.
Looks like I need to figure out a schedule that works for everyone. Perfect. All done.
Thanks for your help, Alex.
Lauren, do you know why Ronnie might have been out at the boathouse last night?
Ronnie and I don't talk much anymore. I don't know why he does much of anything.
Did you see him at all yesterday?
I saw him in the morning when I was preparing breakfast.
Did he seem all right?
He seemed fine, like his normal self. Listen, I don't know what happened if that's what you're getting at, and my friend just died. So if you could lay off the questions?
Of course. I know it's hard right now. I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing okay.
So, you're staying on the case?
Yeah, Concilio isn't giving me much time, but I'm going to solve this case one way or another.
Are you sure this is the best idea?
You don't think I can solve this?
That's not what I said, Alex. Your client just died. That would be rough on anyone. And do I need to remind you that you've already been on thin ice with Concilio?
I told Ronnie I would find out what's happening. That's what I'm going to do. It's not up for debate, and I already talked to Concilio. He's given me one more day.
Okay. If you need my help, I'm still here.
Thank you.
You know, We're not against you, right?
I know. I just can't fail again, you know?
Alex.
I've gotta go, Cass. This case won't solve itself.
Okay. Bye.
I'm busy. Come back later.
Shirley? Hello?
Hey, Alex. How's the case going?
Hey, I may have made the inn's owner angry at me.
You can be infuriating at times.
Thanks, Cass.
What happened?
I accused him of wanting to use Ronnie's death for his business?
That's a strong accusation. What were you hoping that would do?
I don't know. I'm angry. He wants to use a dead girl for his business. Come on, that's crap. He doesn't seem all that concerned, and now his employee is dead too.
True. I'm not saying it's wrong to be upset with him, but you said you were determined to figure out what's going on. Making people angry isn't going to help you do that.
Yeah, you're right. I should try to fix this.
Starting with an apology might help.
Fine, but I don't have to mean it. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Keep me updated.
You again?
Hey, Dennis. I wanted to say sorry about earlier. I'm just on edge with everything going on. I'm sure you are too. You must have a lot on your plate. If you need help, I'd be happy to lend a hand.
Actually, I could use some help. Shirley's been calling down all morning demands a tea latte. She apparently forgot how to use her own legs. I don't know how the hell to make a tea latte, but she won't shut up about it.
I can do that for you.
I'd appreciate it.
That's not right. Better try again. Perfect. Shirley, are you there? Shirley, I have a tea latte for you.
Why didn't you say something, honey? Come on in.
That won't work. One tea latte for you.
Thank you, dear.
Are you okay?
I should be asking you that, darling. I'm not the one who found a dead body.
Yeah, that was rough. Did you happen to see Ronnie last night before he died?
I may have overheard him talking on the phone. Yelling on the phone is more like it.
Yelling? What was he yelling about?
Well, he seemed upset that the person kept calling him. He was telling them to stop.
But you don't know who he was talking to?
No, darling, I didn't catch a name.
I found evidence that it's fake. Do you know anything about that?
What kind of evidence?
Last night I found a projector shining the ghost onto the lake.
Oh, dear.
What is it?
I can just hear my critics now talking about how I faked all of this.
Did you?
Of course not. I would never. Alex, we have to find out who did this.
I will find out who did this and stop them. Hey, Dennis, I brought that latte to Shirley. Was there anything else you needed?
No. Thank you for helping. The day has been rough. And just to give you a heads up, I'm probably going to shut down the inn for a bit. At least until I can hire someone. You and Shirley can stay for a couple more days, give you time to find somewhere else to go, but don't expect any fresh towels.
Thanks for the heads up. I know you're busy, but could I ask you some questions?
No, I'm not going to use Ronnie's death for my business.
Fair enough. I was going to ask if you saw anything last night. Did you see Ronnie before he died?
Why are you asking? The police said it was an accident.
I know, but a lot of accidents seem to be happening here lately. Don't you want to know what's going on?
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. The sooner you learn that, the better off you'll be.
So you don't want to know?
I already know. The police said it was an accident. Nothing more can be done. You should probably be spending your time looking for another place to stay. Was there anything else?
Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Of course.
Hey, Lauren.
Oh, hi, Alex. If you need something, I'm sorry. I decided to close up early.
That's okay. I was just checking in. Are you doing okay?
I'm sorry. I'm just having a hard time with everything that's happened.
Of course you are. If you need someone to talk to...
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Maybe we could talk later? I'm not up for it right now.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Looks like Lauren left her vehicle here. This must be Audrey. They looked really happy. They're not open. Can't do that.
I'm surprised to see you're still poking around.
What do you mean?
Someone's died, and you can't seem to help yourself. Still asking questions and causing trouble.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm here to find the truth. Where were you last night?
I should be asking you that question. Out by the lake, were we?
How?
I saw you. You're not the only one who can ask questions. What were you doing out there? Did you really just happen upon Ronnie's body?
Someone sent me a letter to meet them at the boathouse. I don't know who it was. For all I know, it was you trying to lead me out there trying to place blame for what you had done.
I had nothing to do with Ronnie's death. I hated the boy, but I didn't want him dead.
Then why were you out there?
You're not the only one trying to figure out what's going on around here.
Why? What's in it for you?
That's none of your business.
No. You were out by the lake at the same time Ronnie died. And you've been seen around the inn at night by a number of people. Seems highly suspicious.
The Snoop is suspicious of the Snoop. I'm done with your questions. But if you're interested in buying something, I'm interested in selling. Welcome, welcome.
Goodbye, Henry.
We'll meet again.
How can I help you?
Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Close the door on your way out.
Hey, Alex, what's the latest on your case?
Henry, that local shop owner, was at the lake around the same time Ronnie died.
Interesting. Good work. But what's his motive?
I know he didn't like Ronnie. That's all I've got so far, but it's something.
I agree. Keep at it and find the motive.
Talk to you later.
I'll leave you to it then.
Hey, Alex. How's the case going?
Henry was at the lake last night when Ronnie died. He basically admitted it.
Basically?
He saw me out there too. When I asked him where he was last night, he turned the tables on me.
He seems just as invested in all of this as you are.
I agree. I just need to find his motives.
You'll find a way.
I always do. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Keep me updated.
Come in. Oh, hi, darling. What can I do for you?
Well, thanks for your help, Shirley. I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye for now.
Welcome, welcome.
Goodbye, Henry.
Don't forget to buy something.
As much as I'd love a nap, I still have work to do.
Hello?
Hi, Lisa. I don't know how to tell you this.
Ronnie's dead.
How did you know?
Henry left me a message.
I'm so sorry. I know you cared about him.
Yes, I did.
I have a question, if you don't mind.
What is it?
Someone left me a message before Ronnie died. It said that Audrey's death wasn't an accident. I don't know who left it, but do you know what that might mean? Was Audrey's death really an accident?
As far as I know, it was, but there's more to the story.
I'm listening.
Ronnie was there the night Audrey died.
What? Why didn't he tell me this?
He didn't remember most of what happened. He showed up at my door that night, soaking wet and drunk. The next morning, he could remember that Audrey broke up with him, but that's it. My husband and I yelled at him. We questioned him, but he couldn't remember anything.
What did the police think? They didn't question him?
They had no reason to. They determined it was an accident.
And you didn't tell them that he was there?
I don't even know if he was. Maybe he was in the boat with Audrey and survived the crash. Or maybe he was drunk and stumbled into the lake. I don't know what really happened, and if Ronnie couldn't tell us...
But she was your daughter.
I loved my daughter. Don't imply that I didn't.
Lisa,
I know it looks bad, and there are times that Tom and I question the decision we made. But I have no reason to believe Ronnie did anything. I don't believe he would have hurt her.
He was drunk. He could have done anything.
Detective Ronnie is like a son to me. I saw him grow up. My husband saw him grow up, and we knew him better than most anyone else. You knew him for all of 5 minutes? Don't tell me what he could have done.
Okay. But now he's dead too. Did anyone else know that Ronnie was there that night?
I don't know. I thought Tom and I were the only ones who knew. Please find out what happened, Detective. I lost a daughter, and now I feel like I lost a son.
I'll find out what happened, Lisa. I promise.
Goodbye, Detective.
Ugh, yuck.
How can I help you?
Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Close the door on your way out.
Hey, Alex, what's the latest on your case?
I talked to Lisa, the former owner of the White Oak, and she told me that Ronnie was there when Audrey died. But she never told anyone, and he didn't remember anything.
That's convenient.
Yeah, but if someone else knew about it, it could give them a reason to go after Ronnie.
Yes, that's possible. Now you need to find out who.
Yep, I'm on it, boss. Talk to you later.
I'll let you get back to work then.
Hey, Alex. How's the case going?
So I talked to Lisa, and she said that Ronnie was out with Audrey the night she died.
What? What happened?
She said Ronnie showed up at her door drunk and soaking wet.
What did the police think about that?
That's the best part. She never told them.
Wow. That's fishy.
No kidding. She was very defensive when I asked her about it. She doesn't believe Ronnie was involved in Audrey's death, but maybe someone else believes he was.
And you're gonna find out who that someone else is.
Exactly. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Keep me updated.
They're not open. It's not breaking and entering if I have the keys, right? Blueprints of the inn? Why does Henry have this? An eclectic collection. when oceans rise and stars align, when the mountains stand strong and the great moons shine. On a windy night as time grows long, this will be the key to an endless song. Projectors. This hat looks familiar.
Why are you here?
Lauren? What is this? What's going on? Why are you hiding?
Go away! I didn't mean to! It was an accident!
What do you mean? What was an accident?
I just wanted him to confess to what he did! I didn't mean to!
Who, Lauren? Ronnie? What happened? I need to get in there. Lauren, I'm coming in. I'm on your side. What did Ronnie do? Lauren!
He killed her!
He killed who? Audrey? Did Ronnie kill Audrey?
It's his fault. She would be alive if it wasn't for him. I was going to tell you. I was going to tell you everything.
You left me that message. You can still tell me, Lauren. Tell me what happened. I need to solve this puzzle. Looks like I need to put these images in the right order. Got it. Lauren? Ugh. I can't let her get away. Well, if I'm stuck in here, at least I have food. It won't budge. Lauren, what the hell? Lauren, let me out! It won't open. I need to stop her. You can't keep running, Lauren. What happened?
It's my fault. I killed Ronnie. But it was an accident, I swear. I was just trying to scare him.
Scare him? What happened?
I rigged part of the ceiling to fall, but it wasn't supposed to collapse like that. I wanted him to see the ghost. And then...
You were the one using Audrey's ghost to scare him.
I just wanted him to feel guilty. To see her and remember what he had done.
What did he do?
I saw him. The night Audrey died, I saw him getting out of the lake. He was soaking wet. I tried to talk to him about it. I tried. And now he's... Oh God, what have I done?
You think Ronnie had something to do with Audrey's death? You were the one saying the letters, too.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hello? Who's down here?
Dennis? We're over here.
What the hell is going on? I saw the fireplace open. Grandma's tunnels are real. But what are you two doing down here?
Well, I found your ghost, Dennis. We'll explain everything once we're out of here. After we left the tunnels, Dennis called the police. It was one thing to haunt the inn. It was another to cause the death of one of his employees. Lauren will be going to court for second-degree manslaughter. I don't know how it will turn out. Dennis no longer has the ghost to haunt the inn, or any of his employees. But he is really excited to show his guests his great-grandmother's tunnels. Looks like he found the new business model for his inn. Shirley just finished her book, Hauntings in Hollow Places. Since the ghost of White Oak Inn was Lauren the whole time, it didn't find a place in the book. But so far, her fans seem to love it. Henry is grumpy that he didn't solve the case first. He told me he'd never forgive me. I think I'll live. As for Ronnie, we'll never know for sure if he was involved in Audrey's death. But hopefully her spirit and her family can find some peace. That's everything that happened. At least, everything we can know.
Sounds like the case is closed. Well done.
Thank you, Concilio. And to think, you almost took me off this case.
Yes, well, I'm glad you were able to solve it, and I'm proud of you, Alex. So, are you ready for your next case?
Join me for my next case, The Body at Clearwater Bay.